Tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on, the rain will sing how fragile we are. Silhouette of trees blows a breeze, a whisper through the air. And it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Insomniac Robin tweets the same lit under the street pole. You wonder. Left the lights on. Left the lights on. Crystal sky illuminates my eyes. A fresh tonic of vibrant air. Resounding question in the night. Who put a ball? These sparkling lights. Who left the lights on? Who left the lights on? Bright shining light, the top of the hill. It finds me, it blinds me, and I don't know what is real anymore. Who left the lights on? Crystal sky illuminates my eye. A fresh tonic of vibrant air. Resounding question in the night. Who put above the sparkling light? Who left the lights on? Who turned the lights on? Crystal sky illuminates my eye. Fresh tonic of vibrant air. Resounding question in the night. Who put about the sparkling light? Who left the lights on? 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 Well, my time went so quickly. I went lickety-splitty. They're out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy. God knows I was feeling alive. And now the sun's coming up, riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing that I'd stay a little longer. Oh Lord, it's just the feeling's getting stronger. Well, it's 6 in the morning, gave me no warning. I had to be on my way. Where the trucks are all passing me, and the lights are all flashing at me. I'm on my way home from your place. Now the sun's coming up, riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing that I stay a little longer. Oh Lord, it's just the feeling's getting stronger. my time went so quickly. I went lickety-splitly. They're out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy. God knows I was feeling alive. And now the sun's coming up, riding with Lady Love. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade. And I lead the parade, just a wishing that I'd stay a little longer. Oh Lord, it's just the feeling's getting stronger. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks can't keep me away. Freeway cars and trucks can't keep me away from you. Stars beginning to fade. Thank you. Hello, Susie. How are you? Good. You got me on my knees. How do I get there from here? You're so far away, or so it seems. How do I get there from here? They come and take you away. There's nothing left to say. Wish upon a copper coin, or watch it drown in a fountain, sacrificing its worth for your wish, for your wish. Look down into the water below, 'cause sometimes the ripples let me know. Go deep into the sky up above, 'cause the stars are there to show you. They come and take you away. There's nothing left to say. Broken dreams explode, they glitter across the sky, a start of a new day, a new way to fly, new way to fly. Staring at the stars' reflection below, we'll the steps I take shake the sky? Well, maybe so. Or will the waves that's made make it through to you? To bring it down from above, then let it fly. Let it fly high. They come and take you away. There's nothing left to say. Wish upon a copper cord, watch it drown in a fountain. Sacrificing its worth for your wish, for your wish, yeah. Broken dreams explode and glitter across the sky. The start of a new day. Way fly, a new way to fly.
Thank you. That was a song of ours called Seventh Song. I think I've told the story before. We just named it Seventh Song because it was the seventh song that we wrote together and then didn't come up with the title after that. But it's a lucky number. Here's a Hank Williams Sr. song here. I like this song because of the message that if you don't say what you mean from your heart at that moment, you might never get a chance. I think your drinks are ready.
Elijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. He fell in love with an Indian maiden over the antique store. Elijah just stood there, he never let it show. She could never answer yes or no. He always wore his Sunday feathers and held a tomahawk. The maiden wore her beads and braids and hoped someday he'd talk. Elijah just stood there, he never showed a sign, because his heart is made of knotty pine. Poor old Elijah never got to kiss. Poor old Elijah don't know what he missed. Isn't any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old wooden head. Elijah was a lonely Indian, never went nowhere. was set on the Indian maid with the coal black hair, Elijah. Just stood there, he never let it show. So she could never answer yes or no. Then one day a wealthy customer bought the Indian maid and took her oh so far away. But oh, Elijah stayed, Elijah. Just stood there, lonely as can be. He wishes he was still an old pine tree. Poor old Elijah never got to kiss. Poor old Elijah don't know what he missed. Isn't any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor wooden head. Poor old Elijah don't know what he missed. Poor old Elijah never got the kiss. Isn't any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor wooden head. Elijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. He fell in love with an Indian maiden over the antique store. Elijah just stood there, he never let it show. So she could never answer yes or no. So she could never answer yes or no. So she could never answer yes or no.
Thank you. I actually never heard of that song a little over a year ago. It was a Japanese friend of ours that came from Japan. Last time he was in the States was 35 years prior, and his dream was to come to the States and drive an American Mustang all the way to Colorado and back in a couple days, which he did. But he went to an open mic with us, and he said, "Do you know the song," with his Japanese accent, Koraija? I don't know what that is. But he told us the story, and we went home on Facebook, and we asked our friends, and within 10 minutes we had a reply from one person giving us the link to listen to the song, and another person sending us the lyrics. And so when he came back from Colorado, we got to sing the song for him, which he loved. This next song was our first single that we released last November, that we worked with Jay Pinto. He helped co-produce that, and he's from the Snoqualmie, North Bend area. If you want to listen to our studio version of this, you can go to our website at releasedfromquiet.com or rfqmusic.com.
Staring at the picture frames of good old times. I'm writing to no one, letting my feelings ride. In the middle of a fine line. for my nerves, exhaled a cloud of confusion. I flicked my unfinished cigarette, watched it fly through the air, soaring like a comet of cancer, landing in the puddle with one last flare. In room 610, the door is always open. He'll invite you in again to room 610. Picked up my guitar, escapes me from my thoughts, playing empty phrases. I find myself lost. I try to feel my emotions, but all I feel are the streets. I wish I knew the secrets of the joy that life brings. In room 16, the door is always open. He'll invite you in again to room 16. He'll invite you in again. We'll have you till the end in room 16. I sit and stare at the walls, waiting for a sign. I wish the walls would tell me what will be mine. The voice inside my head says there'll be brighter days. A message from elsewhere. Oh, my wishful thinking ways in room 16. The door is always open. He'll invite you in again to room 16. He'll invite you in again. We'll have you till the end in room 16. The door is always open. He'll invite you in again to room 16. He'll invite you in again. We'll have you till the end in room 16.
Thank you. Sometimes I like telling stories about the songs that I wrote there, but I think I'll share. Room 610, people asked, I've had different people come up to me and say, so was that about you living in a homeless shelter? I could see how that could be perceived. Just like everybody else, when they're in their younger years, you're sitting at the desk, staring at the wall, wondering what life's gonna bring you. So room 610 was my dormitory number in college in Boston, so that's a little secret there. That's right, and the door is always open because our room was known to have the door always open, and it was a music school, so people that we didn't know would just walk by, and we'd always play different music every day, and so we had people we didn't know would just come in and share the CD and say, hey, man, you gotta put this CD on, and so room 610 was known for the place that the door was always open, but somehow people kept staying. This next song is a song that Mary turned me on to a couple years ago. She listened to this song when she was just a little girl, and her oldest brother played guitar and played the song, and she thought it was the saddest song in the world. So she told me I had to learn it. It's called One Meatball. And hopefully people today might tide better if somebody is scrounging up some money for something to eat.
Little man walked up and down to find an eating place in town. He looked the menu through and through to see what 15 cents can do. One meatball, he could afford just one meatball. He told the waiter near at hand the simple dinner he had planned. The guests were startled, one and all, to hear that waiter loudly call. One meatball, this here gent he wants a one meatball. One meatball. The little man was ill at ease. He said, "Some bread, sir, if you please." The waiter hollered down the hall, "No, you get no bread with your one meatball." One meatball, you get no bread with your one meatball. One meatball. The little man, he felt so very bad, 'cause that one meatball was all he had. And in his dreams, he still hears that call, "No, you get no bread with your one meatball." One meatball. One meatball. He could afford just one meatball. He took a stab at it on his plate. He tried to catch it, but he was too late. It hit the floor with that squishy sound, and bouncing down the hall came a drooling howl. Down up, yeah. One meatball, he rolled around. One meatball, chased by that hound. One meatball, the little man, he couldn't get it. One meatball with no spaghetti. One meatball, that's all you get. One meatball, that's all you get. That's all you get. For your 50 cents.
That is a sad song, isn't it? He finally got the meatball and the dog came in. Actually, the part where the dog came in, that last verse, it felt incomplete, so Mary scribbled out the words for that last one to finish the song. This next song is called In the Mist. We wrote this one outside of a laundromat, just not far from here. And we were just outside with our hot cup drink, and it was misting outside, and we were just watching the parking lot and the cars go by and the people coming out with their shopping carts with the food for the week. So I just thought, let's grab a notebook and write what we see for 15 minutes, and then it turned into this.
Sounds of applause running off wet tires, crawling through the parking lot. Whites of the eyes of the headlight, breaking red of the footlights, reflect off the mirrored pavement. Room in 6, front wheel drive, leaning to be around the corner. And the rattling wheels of the shopping carts, bringing food to hungry trunks. And it's music to my ears, insights for my eyes, a collage of the collective I. Soak it in. 'Cause of the buzz of the orange street lights, I don't hear the ringing of silence calling me. I find my quiet leverage in my hot beverage. I hear all sound all around. It's music to my ears, insights for my eyes, a collage of the collective I. Soak it in. Oh, the left-right pendulum walk of a beauty foot and heel heavy clogs, entrancing me, romancing me, takes me away for just a moment to a place where her face and her walk forever it will be. Oh, yeah, forever it will be. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, let's say da 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 do, shit do do do, do 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 do, da 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 da, let down up da 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 da. Sights for my eyes, a collage of the collective I. Soak it in. Drenched in the mist of it all.
Thank you. Just for Susie. Susie, this is a Guns N' Roses song. Yay. It was about a couple weeks ago, we were watching the happenings on the news. You know, a lot of it is not good. And then for some reason I was thinking about the old 80s music that I listened to. Well, Guns N' Roses, late 80s, early 90s, but I thought about this song, and then we YouTube didn't listen to it, and I thought, we have to learn the song. Hopefully one day we can be able to sing the song and it won't be pertinent.
Look at the young men fighting. Look at the women crying. Look at the young men dying the way they've always done before. Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading the way we've always done before. My hands are tied. The billions shift from side to side, and the wars go on with the brainwashed pride for the love of God and human rights. And all these things are swept aside by the bloody hands of the hypnotized who carried the cross of homicide. And history bears the scars of our civil war. Black armband when he shot the man who said peace could last forever. In my first memory, they shot Kennedy. I went on when I learned to see, so I never fell for Vietnam. Got the wall and the sea to remind us all that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hand, 'cause everybody's fighting for the promised land. I don't need your civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor. You're power-hungry, selling soldiers in a human grocery store. I don't need your civil war. Mama, put my guns in the ground, 'cause I can't shoot them anymore. That cold dark cloud is coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Look at the shoes we're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at this world we're killing the way we've always done before. Look at the doubt we've wallowed. Look at the leaders we followed. Look at the lies we swallowed. And I don't want to hear no more. Tied. For all I've seen has changed my mind, and the wars go on and the years go by with no love of God and human rights. And all these dreams are swept aside by the bloody hands of the hypnotized who carried the cross of homicide. And history bears the scars of our civil war. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 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 don't need your civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor. You're power-hungry, selling soldiers in a human grocery store. I don't need your civil war. Mama, take this batch from me, 'cause I can't use it anymore.
Thank you. And hopefully one day that song will be a thing of the past. This next song is a song that a singer-songwriter in Seattle named Gary Malici sent me an email, and he wrote this song. And he said, I think you guys would be good to play this, so please play it out if you want. It's called In Between the Lines. Down that old abandoned road, it was the first time that you loved me. The blacktop's cracked and the weeds are growing high. I can read between the lines. I can read between the lines. Was it love or was it pain that drew you into his arms? You say you were sleeping at your girlfriend's house last night. Well, baby, read between the lines. I can read between the lines. Tell the highway to stop moving on. Roll the waves back to the sea. Turn diamonds back to charcoal. And give your love back to me. I'll go back to San Antonio just to see the Alamo. No one surrendering and no one gets out alive. I can read between the lines. I can read between the lines.
say your love for me still strong, and that I'm always on your mind. My bags are packed and it's time to say goodbye. Why don't you read between the lines? 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 Leaves are falling and the cold wind stings my eyes.
Thank you. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight. If you have some friends that you think might enjoy listening to us, but they couldn't make it here tonight, of course I would ask you to come here tomorrow night for the performer who's performing on Friday night. But if you have a friend that's not going to make it here, you can tell them that they can go to the Starbucks Meadows in Issaquah, somewhere near the Costco, and we'll be performing out there from 6 to 8 something. Also over there on that table we have some CDs, some t-shirts, license plate holders, so you can check it out over there. We also have the tip jar there. It's not asking just for money, but we love to go look at it when we get home. Some people put candy in there. Somebody put a whole box of chocolate truffles from Trader Joe's one time. That was yummy. We have pen and paper there, so we just love to have notes. It can be anonymous if you want, suggestions, critiques, just anything. We just like to go home and just, it's like Christmas. Let's see. Here's a Jim Croce song.
Uptown got its hustler, Bowery got its bones, 42nd Street got Big Jimmy Walker. He's a pool shooting son of a gun. Well, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when all the bad folks get together at night, you know they are called Big Jim Paul. Tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off for old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. No, no. Well, out of South Alabama came a country boy. Said he's looking for a man named Jim. Well, I'm a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim. Well, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street, driving a drop-top Cadillac. 'Cause last week he took all my money. May sound funny, but I come to get my money back. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. No, no. I said you don't mess around with Jim. No, no. I said stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I said stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What's going down? Well, a hush went over the pool room as Jim come bopping off the street. Bop, 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 bop. When the curtain was done, the only thing that wasn't bloody was the sole of the big man's feet. Well, he was cut in about 100 places and shot in a couple more. And you better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. I said you don't mess around with Slim. Well, Big Jim found out where it's at. He picked up his hat and he learned you don't mess with people strange to you, even if you got a two-piece custom-made pool cue. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. No, no. I said you don't mess around with Slim. No, no. I said you don't mess around with Slim. Uptown got its hustlers. Bowery got its bums. 42nd Street got Willie McCoy. He's a pool shooting son of a gun.
Thank you. Yeah, Mary didn't give it away that she thinks she did something off. I thought it sounded good. I'm going to switch guitars for a second. Well, while I search for my capo that I just had, I'm going to sing another song I don't need a capo for. This is a new song-ish. We have 2 new songs here on this acoustic set we like to share with you. And this is the oldest of the acoustic song. It's called Walk Around.
Drink the whiskey, thank you. Drink the wine. Throw your head back and let go of a smile. Walk on the beach in the sunshine. underneath the blue sky. Rise above and have a good time. And have a good time. And have a good time. Life at times can bring you down, but there's always a fire you can walk around. Pick up a stick, stir up the coals, stir things up, then let them go and walk around. You walk around. You walk around. Live what you know that you love that you feel the love that you know knows no end. So walk around, you walk around, and have a good time. And have a good time. Drink the whiskey, drink the wine. Forget your worries, let's slip the tide. Walk on the beach, in the sunshine. Underneath the blue sky, rise above and have a good time. And walk around. Have a good time. You walk around. You walk around. If you find your feet just won't move, let me tell you, here is what you do. Oh, sit yourself down, close your eyes. Rise, yeah. Live what you know that you love that you feel the love that you know knows no end. So walk around and walk around and have a good time. And have a good time. Life at times can bring you down, but there's always a fire you can walk around. Pick up a stick and stir up the coals, stir things up, then let them go and walk around. And have a good time. Walk around and have a good time. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron, for the capo. Let's see if this thing, how did that go? Shoot. Let's see if that'll.
Oh, that's my keys. 10 years ago, on a cold dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, and they all agreed the slayer who ran, he looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. And the judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you are somewhere else, well, you won't have to die. I said not a word, though it meant my life, for I've been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The scaffold is high, eternity is near. She stood in the crowd and she shed not a tear. Sometimes at night when the cold wind blows, in a long black veil she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me. Thank you. I think that was the first song that I ever sang inside SoulFood a couple of years ago on an open mic. Was that song? And had the pleasure of singing that with Clint multiple times. with his big voice on the chorus. I mean, and this is a new song here. It's called Seek You. Not CQ, but seek as in look, and you, seek you. Kind of sounds funny though, doesn't it? Seek you. I dialed your number, but you weren't there. Tried connecting with my angels, but they were busy. I went to the ocean with your message in a bottle. It kept floating back to me. Oh, it kept floating back to me. Hired a plane to write you in the sky, but it crashed. Met a psychic, knew more about her. It got drunk to forget, but it magnified it all. I yelled out your name. Oh, it echoed back to me. It echoed back to me. Tried to write you a song, but I couldn't finish it. I gave up, closed my eyes, and took a deep breath. And the heart opened, and there you were. Just want to tell you, oh, I miss you. Oh, I miss you. Thank you. Let's see here. All right. What am I doing next? Let's see. I think we're going to do another new song here. This one's called Full Circle. The idea of this song was just the idea of when people are born into the world, you know, babies have that magical brain that can absorb everything. They can learn languages faster than us older people. And then, somewhere along the line, maybe the little ones kind of forget what they knew when they came in the world. And then we grow up and then we try to learn what we forgot. Is it raining outside? Thought I heard rain. I love rain. It energizes me.
The gates fly open, cast out this ocean of light. Do I soak it in? What's it all for? I stare at this moon's reflection below. Growing pains when it rains, drops of knowledge beat on my head. Do I soak it in? What's it up for? It's drowning the purity I already know of, and I start to hunger for love. Why do we bleed? Why do we want what we do not need? Why do we share? Why should we care? Why are we here in destination there? It all makes no sense to me. What is a dream? What is reality? Wanting to remember, forgotten knowing, so in the need to grow back again. Let the heart take the lead. Why do we desire? Why do we bleed? Why do we want what we do not need? Why do we share? Why should we care? Why are we here in destination there? Growing pains when it rains, drops of knowledge that beat on my head. It all makes no sense to me. Do I soak it in? What's it all for? Why do we desire? Why do we bleed? Why do we want what we do not need? Why do we share? Why should we care? Why are we here in destination? Why do we desire? Why do we bleed? Why do we want what we do not need? Why do we share? Why should we care? Why are we here in destination there? Where there's beginning, there's an end. Where there's an enemy, there's a friend. Where there's joy, there's sorrow. Where there's yesterday, there's tomorrow. Where there's yesterday, there's tomorrow. And then it came to me, a moment of clarity. It all comes full circle.
Thank you. All right, we got a little bit more here for the night. Yeah. And if you would like to join our newsletter, please add your email address and drop it in that bucket over there on the table, and we'll add you there. And we don't have to use Facebook as the medium. We can use personal email, and it's easier to keep in contact. And also, if you join our email list, you get a free poster of our CD cover. This one's called A Place in Space. This is the first song that I wrote way back in high school, and it was more of a young lovey-dovey kind of song, and then went on the shelves for a while. Brought it back a couple years ago, and then this is what it is now. I won't sing it the original way just because it's on a tape at home, and then maybe sometime in the future I might put it up there. Yes, with a free bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
Look up to the stars tonight. They are all so beautiful. But there's one star I wish to. Whenever I think of you, you are so right. You're a shining star. You shine so bright tonight. Let's go somewhere, somewhere far. Come take a ride with me across the galaxy. You will love what you see. Gonna take you to our own secret place. It's right beyond outer space. So come along with me. Fly high with me to Lover's Lane, and I've reserved a constellation in your name. Forever, that's where we'll remain, instead of this crazy word called pain. You and me will sing songs of love and all the good things that come with a kiss. Oh, come take a ride with me across the galaxy. You will love what you see. Gonna take you to our own secret place. It's right beyond outer space. So come along with me. I see the world from a different view. I see my world when I look at you. 'Cause you're my co-pilot to the end of space. A non-stop red-eye goodbye to time and place, to time and place. Take a ride with me across the galaxy. You will love what you see. Gonna take you to our own secret place. It's right beyond outer space. Take a ride with me across the galaxy. You will love what you see. Gonna take you to our own secret place. It's right beyond outer space. So come along with me.
Thank you. Gonna switch guitars and finish it up. If in a little song or two, if Aaron would like to join us for the finish, that'd be cool. This next song is a song that we wrote for a good friend of ours, actually a longtime friend of Mary, when she lived 2 miles in elevation in Colorado. And he lived a full life, military man for multiple wars, and then afterwards he was just a quiet guy up there in the hills of Colorado. We wrote this song for him, and then when it was done, we found out he passed away 2 weeks earlier, which was over a year ago. So we know every time we play the song, Mr. Mo is listening.
His hand is tan, leathered from use. The hands of a man been on the loose. His fingers on triggers, pulled with such force that action that's demanded from war. Mountain of a figure, obscure from view. He's a quiet man, well, his essence subdued, and his life is now simple, and he lives on his own. Yet Mo is not a man alone. Heard all the stories of the places and faces he's seen, like the one time down in Baltown, sitting at the bar. The sharp-toothed woman came and sat down next to him and said, I know everything about your life. And the hair in the back of his neck stood up, and she salivated. I know all your memories. The picture frame inside his mind starts rattling pictures of the past, but it wouldn't last. He snapped out of it, looked at her, and said, those are not my memories. They are my brothers. Say, how do you know all this stuff about my brother? And she just disappeared into thin air. Oh, is not a man alone. With us burying his dreams and all around him. And the birds are chirping outside the window, and they're eating all the fat off the pot roast that he made last night in his garage. You can hear the rain falling on the tin roof. Picks up his boots, headed for the door to get some firewood for the cook stove. And he stops on his way back to look up at the stars, and he wonders where they are. Mountain of a figure obscure from view, where he's a quiet man, well, his essence subdued, and his life is now simple, and he lives on his own. Yet Mo is not a man alone. One massive hand takes off his hat. The other lands on top of his head. Gravity and friction begin the slow slide, and it pauses to cover his eyes. Sandpaper palm in side-to-side motion, scrapes over whiskers, pulling his skin. And he rounds out the action with a fraction of a sound. One carried off by the wind. Thank you. Aaron just chose our last two songs here. We love it when he joins us on these songs here. This is what I call the SoulFood CoffeeHouse theme song. Everybody has stuff happening in their personal lives, but once you walk through that door, everything is much better. Everything
everything's different, that's right.
Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only thing that you can see is all that you lack. So come on up to the house. All your crying don't do you no good. Come on up to the house. Come down off that cross so you could use the wood. Come on up to the house. Got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. You got to come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no iron in the fire. Come on up to the house. And your singing lead soprano in a chunk man's choir. Yeah. Come on up to the house. Doesn't life seem nasty, brutish and short? Come on up to the house. The seas are stormy, you can't find no ports. Come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. You got to come on up to the house. But there is nothing in the world that you can't do. Yeah. Come on up to the house. And you've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. Yeah. Come on up to the house. Well, you're high on top of your mountain of woe. Come on up to the house. And you know you should surrender, but you can't let go. Yeah. Come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. The world is not my own, I'm just passing through. Yeah. Come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan, for the little ads there. All right, this is our last song for the night, so thank you, everybody, for coming out here on a Thursday evening. And now it's raining outside, so that's when I wake up, actually. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. Sitting in the back beat, is the gravel. It pays the path, the thumping down the beaten road. Spinning with the world, wheels rolling on. Got my life, my lungs, the rhythm and this song. Love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, hands playing with the air, humming the notes that I hear all in the wind. Da 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 da. My shoulders not weighted, a syncopated, bated breath, reaching for the stars. At least it's a good stretch. And dancing and prancing in her hands and feet. My love is in the driver's seat. Yeah. View from the backseat window. The sky becomes my guide. The view from the backseat window. The sky becomes my guide. Stars will lead my thoughts on this ride into the night. Will my face glows from the dashboard light while I take flight? I'm breathing free. Dance with me, oh yeah. I'm breathing free. Sing with me, oh, oh. Love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, feet dancing with the air. Out the window I stare out, oh yeah. Love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, hands playing with the air, humming the notes that I hear out in the wind. Da 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 da. Say down out the down, shake the down. Go let's shake the down, shake eat a lick it down. Go let's shake it down. Oh let's let the down down. They like it down, shake eat a shake it down down. It like it down. Oh I say let's go now. Let's go now. Sit the thrap, do sit the doo doo doo. Oh yeah. Who up about it, the doo doo doo. Oh, oh yeah. Who up about it, the doo doo doo. Oh yeah. Who up about it, the doo doo doo. Oh, oh yeah. Who up about it, the down down. Who up about it, the down down. Who up the down, sit the down down. Who up about sit the doo doo. Ah yeah. Love's in the driver's seat. 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 When I'm sitting in the backbeat.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight, and hope your rest of the evening and your weekend is awesome. Thank you.
idle dream. Be kind to me. You can have my time.